This week, she's secure. Good morning. I stayed up way too late reading my book last night, so I'm a sleepy bear this morning. But the mornings have been getting cold, like it's in the 40s or below. And knitting season is upon us. Like, my busy season starts now, basically, and our first fall collection will be releasing at the end of the month. It's already September, which is crazy. I don't know where the time goes, but this week is very exciting. I got this big 12 beanie order from this gal who found me at Ohana, which is the shop I sell in town. She lives in Florida, I think. But she's going on a trip to Finland to see the Northern Lights next month in October. And she reached out about making her some custom beanies for her and her group of friends. And I was like, I'm going to Iceland to see the Northern Lights in January. So it was cool bonding over that and then just coming up with the hat collection for her. So this is kind of my first order of the season. And from here, I will be stocking the shops. I signed up for a couple of markets and I have a couple of patterns that I need to get ready to release. So I kind of wanted to try a new style out. This is a version of my fireside beanie pattern, but I wanted to do it with no cuffed brim because I already have a bunch of these après beanies made that do have the cuff. And then I also made the twister cane beanie, so it's like a cable design. But I was like, maybe another non-cuffed style, because she wants pom-poms for all of the women's beanies. And then I made a few like men's unisex like more basic beanies too. And I actually think I might sell some of these this winter at the shop at Ohana because it would be a good option. I don't know. Tell me what you think of this style. It's very simple. I actually have had this pattern written up for years now, but I've never published it. I call it the bonfire beanie, but it's kind of like this wider ribbed brim and then just a simple basic top. So I don't know, so many ideas right now. It's like I had all of these plans to get all of this stuff ready to go earlier in the season, but until it starts getting fall-y again, I have a really hard time doing it, which I think is good because that's the whole point. I also feel like in the summertime, that's when I get to take a break, play, reset. I mean, I've had a lot of new things come up, and it can be really uncomfortable. I just made a whole video about the discomfort and the loneliness that comes from being kind of this creative solopreneur that's doing content, that's doing products and all kinds of things like that. But I also wouldn't have it any other way. Like, I love what I do so much. It's more just figuring out how to balance it for myself and to find a good flow and to do it sustainably in a way that I won't burn out from, you know? So I'm gonna finish this order. I want to get it sent out by tomorrow, and then I just have to put palms and tags on all of these things. Oh, I've officially had a nice distraction-free morning. I haven't even gotten on my phone, I didn't even open my email, but I finished these 2 hats, and that was kind of my point. I was like, I need to just take it slow this morning. It's already 12:30, but I think what I'm gonna do really quick is actually go through my usual Monday morning stuff. I do my bookkeeping every Monday, and then get my inbox down to inbox 0. I love doing that practice. It's just been so nice for my brain and mental health, and it's been such a game changer for my business and organization. And then my weekly goals and reflections and things like that, and then I need to draft up some Instagram content. I don't know how this happens, but I get on Instagram to make a post and a couple of stories, and it just took me forever. So I'm gonna throw the phone away. Sometimes it just feels so hard, but I feel like I need to do a little mindset shift on this because ultimately it's how people are seeing my work. If I want the Iceland trip to happen, I need to keep sharing about it. And also it's a way for people to get to know you, and I have met a lot of new people on there lately, which is very exciting. Good morning. I ended up not finishing palming and tagging all those beanies last night. It was Monday Night Football and the Niners were playing, which is my team, and it was the first game, so I had to watch that. I did end up weaving the ends and getting the tags on. So these are all the men's beanies. I usually don't make a lot of men's specific beanies. I do some unisex ones, but this order, there was a request for 6 men's beanies, so I kind of came up with a few different styles. This is almost like a bulky version of the Love Your Lands beanie and without the slouch. And then I have these 2 shorter and wider versions of the Nuku beanie. And then these are the bonfire beanie that I have yet to release a pattern, but it's just a super simple wide rib with a cool top on it. So hopefully they love them. And then I have to put the pom-poms on, but for the gals, they wanted an assortment of Northern Lights themed pom-pom beanies. So this is the color assortment I came up with. I'm super excited because I feel like these look exactly like Northern Lights colors when they're together, and they're all different. So I hope she loves them. I do need to put the poms on and then get them packaged and shipped today. Okay, I've never really gotten an order of this size before because even the wholesale accounts I have are local, so I've never had to ship this many at one time. And I don't have a box that's big enough, so I think what I'm gonna do, I have these 2 separate boxes. I'm gonna package them each like they'd be their own thing, but then tape them together. So hopefully that works. tip. It is September, so we still have a few months before the crazy holiday season, and I'm glad I have this big order because I just realized I'm running low on my special packaging tape. So now is kind of the time where I make sure I have enough packaging supplies and like all of the little materials like inserts and stuff that I put in the packages, because then I'm not scrambling when the busy season comes around, and you're not even able to think about all that stuff. So I have a pretty good number of shipping boxes left, but what I usually do is I'll look at the number of orders that I got last year and kind of estimate based on that, and then knowing lead times for different things like tape versus boxes versus craft mailers or whatever. So anyway, hot tip. I feel like there are a lot of myths out there when it comes to eco-friendly packaging. All of the packaging materials I use other than the tape is from Eco Enclose. They're actually based here in Colorado, and all of their goods are made from recycled materials and are recyclable, and they also use water-based algae inks, things like that. And I think there's a misconception often between compostable packaging and recyclable packaging, and a lot of the compostable packaging out there actually won't compost in your home composter. Like, you have to physically bring it to a commercial composter for it to even compost. So I feel like for a lot of people, like, they think they're doing something good by doing that type of packaging, but in reality it's still biodegradable, I suppose, but recyclable to me means that anyone can do it in their home recycling. So I don't know. Tell me below if you have other opinions about that, because that's just what I've been reading and why I decided to go the recycled and recyclable route versus the compostable route. I think she's secure. Okay, it is noon now, but before I have lunch, I'm going to try to quickly make my YouTube thumbnail. Be proud of me. I actually have a video already uploaded and ready to go, and it's a couple days before the upload day, and then hopefully I can get to editing the next week's video too. I'm trying to get a little bit ahead on editing videos, and I might start doing like every other video is a vlog versus like a topic and talking head. Talking head videos tend to be really uncomfortable for me, but I filmed one recently where I was just on a hike and then sharing whatever the topic was, and that was really helpful to be doing something while talking about it. So I might try doing more of that. Let me know what you think. So yeah, try and be productive. Let's do this thumbnail, and then we get to eat lunch. Good morning. I am going through all of the tester applications for the Winterlight and Firelight beanie patterns. I also changed because I need to submit this video to, her business is called Cozy Coach Jess, and she's doing this project about being a cozy entrepreneur, which I feel like I fall into that category, but it's like a video submission for this project she's putting together, and it's funny because I feel like I can talk so well on a vlog, but then trying to film a 5-minute video about myself and my business concisely just feels really hard. I did like, I don't know, 20 takes yesterday, and I finally got to this point where I was like, what am I even doing? I've been doing this for over an hour. I need to just stop and move on and come back to it. So hopefully today's take goes well, but I'm sending this pattern test out first. I just got off of a coaching call with my business coach, and It has been so amazing to have her in my corner, and I've only been working with her for a couple of months. I feel almost like it's business therapy. Like, I have cried at most of the sessions in a really amazing way. We talked a lot about, I feel like I've just been really stressed about marketing the Iceland trip, and it is vulnerable to share because it's something that I want to happen so badly, and it's the first time doing it, and I almost feel like moving forward, this is what I want my business to look like. I would love to host 1 or 2 trips a year as places for other creative small business owners to get together and to create content together and to adventure together and just be amongst people who truly get it in that way. I myself want to go on the trip so badly. You know when you want something so bad and there's the possibility that it might not come true? That's kind of what I feel like. It's like making me emotional even just talking about it like this, but part of it's just getting the message to the right people and, you know, continue being excited about it. So okay, I have to eat something. But okay, this week has been kind of all over the place and very chaotic for Shireen. I didn't even film it all yesterday, but I've just been in like the crunch of getting all of these marketing materials created for the Iceland trip. It's just not in my comfort zone, and I usually don't post that frequently or like, I don't know, spend as much time on content creation for Instagram. But right now, that is really where my biggest audience is. I mean, I've been loving doing YouTube, and thank you for being here. It's been awesome to like be able to actually connect and talk to you, I feel like, here, which is kind of why I don't want to do as much Instagram and I want to do more YouTube. But right now, because of the tighter deadlines for this trip and just having like a bigger audience over there, I've just been focusing on that, I guess, for better or for worse. But we are going backpacking this weekend, so I'm very excited to get the chance to just get out of service again and to spend some time at the lake. I have 2 patterns that are going through the testing process right now, which is basically where my test knitters go through and use the pattern and see if it works out for them and if I've made any mistakes. But I'm testing the Firelight beanie design and the Winterlight beanie design. So I think this weekend will be an awesome opportunity to bring them with me on the trip and to get some cool photos. I'm just all over the place. My brain is just everywhere and I haven't really been able to organize my thoughts. I've just been trying to make sure I'm fed and watered and getting some outside time. So
when we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side.
And we're off. I have beanies in the pack. We're hiking. It's a pretty short backpack in. It's only probably about 3 miles, maybe 3.5. But there's a bunch of really beautiful lakes. So the plan is to get to the first lake, drop our packs, set up camp, and then hike up to some of the other lakes to just check out. And then hopefully I can get some beanies shot because the pattern releases next week. And then I'll be releasing the fall collection a couple weeks after that. So I just want to take the opportunity to get some good photos.
To what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you future is bright.
We're about halfway, water break, but favorite feature of the backpack.
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times,
Yay! First
and I can weather any storm.
we've made it.
Who told you that it was too late? When was it that you started leaning that way? 4 tires cut into the clay. It dries up and now there's just one road to take. It's growing up over with green. So easy to drive on, but not what it seems. The poison is spilling upstream, and it's taking out every living thing. Every living thing. Who told you that you were no good? There's no use in trying, and even if you could, it wouldn't come out like it should. This stubborn kudzu just covers these holes. Could you listen to somebody else? Will you only drink from the thoughts of yourself? Are you under the canopy spell? You're digging your heels and spread the disease. You're spreading the disease. Back up the drive a bit. Could you see what this is? This is a part of it all. Over and over, injustice to injury. This is a part of it all.
Well, we set up camp and we are now just hanging out by the lake. I'm gonna try to get some beanie photos, but I don't know if the lighting's gonna be good for us, so we'll do our best.
Could you see what this is? This is a part of it all. Over and over, injustice to injury. This is a part of it all. Could you hike back to it, fight with it, sit with it? This is a part of it all. Ask around, be aware, make peace with what is there. This is a part of it all. Who told you that it was too late?
Good morning. I can't believe it's already 8 o'clock. We slept in so late today. But I did get a couple of photos, as you saw. I probably still want to get a few more before the pattern releases, but I'm really excited. And obviously this spot is just so beautiful by the lake. Look at the view. actually camped above the lake on these really cool rocks, but the light's really, really beautiful right now, so I'm gonna run down and try to get a couple of photos while our water is boiling. The sun's already coming up really fast, so I don't know if I got it in the perfect light. I can't believe we slept that late again. But I got a few good ones. The scenery here is just so lovely. I mean, look at how glassy the water is. But I'm so glad we made it out. It's just a short backpack, but it's always so nice. Time to make coffee and some breakfast. Thank you for coming along on another week. It is really starting to feel like busy season, and I think in the next few weeks with the pattern release and the new fall collection, I'm really gonna have to put the pedal to the metal with knitting. But there's just so much other stuff going on behind the scenes, like the Iceland trip and all of that. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video.